Good afternoon. Welcome to this inauguration of Mexico-Bangladesh Friendship Group. We really appreciate. I will give the floor to our special guest, the Ambassador Musfiqul Anjasadem, to address us, please, to address this friendship group.
Muchas gracias.
Thanks so much.
I can imagine
No me puedo imaginar.
that is an important time,
Sí,
and
es
you're
un momento
one
muy
of the important
Me lo imagino.
voting taking
Y es
place,
la votación
and
tan
many of the
importante que se está
deputies
llevando a cabo.
are in the
Muchos
floor.
de los diputados, eso es lo que
So
yo
thank
entiendo,
you,
están ahí
Your
en el pleno.
Excellency,
Gracias, Su Excelencia,
Honorable Deputy
diputado
Francisco Javier
Francisco
Estrada
Javier Estrada
Domínguez, President
Presidente
of
Domínguez,
the newly formed Bangladesh
de
Mexico
recién conformado Grupo
Friendly
de
Group,
Amistad México, Bangladesh,
and
y
Mr.
señor
Pedro González,
González,
Honorable Chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee,
Presidente de la Comisión
and
de
Vice
Relaciones
President
Exteriores y Vicepresidente,
Irama Jordana
Irma
Garay Loreda,
Jordana
Vice
Garay
President of
Loredo,
this group,
vicepresidenta de este grupo de amistad.
Honorable Deputies, Excellencies, distinguished guests,
Diputados,
friends.
Sus excelencias,
Let me
distinguidos
begin
amigos
by expressing my
y
sincere
colegas.
appreciation
Empiezo
to the
expresando
Chamber of
mi
Deputies
agradecimiento a la Cámara de
and to the
Diputados
President of
y al
the
presidente
Mexico-Bangladesh
de
Friendship
grupo
Group,
de amistad
Deputy
México-Bangladesh, al
Estrada
diputado
Domínguez,
Estrada Domínguez,
for this thoughtful
por
invitation
esta
and for the warm
amable,
hospitality extended to
invitación y
me
por la
since
hospitalidad tan
the beginning
cálida
of
que
my
me han
tenure
ofrecido
in Mexico.
desde el inicio de mi misión
I am
en
equally
México.
grateful
También
to Deputy
agradezco
Irana
a la diputada
Garay
Loredo
Loredo for her presence
por
and
su
support,
presencia y por su apoyo.
and
Y
I warmly acknowledge
también reconozco
Mr.
al señor
Pedro González,
Pedro González,
Honorable Chairman of the Foreign Relations
presidente de
Committee,
la Comisión de Relaciones
and
Exteriores, y
Ambassador Robert Lee, Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, and Ambassador Adil
decano,
Qasem
el
Al
embajador
Khalidi
Adil
of
Al-Khalidi
Jordan
de
for
Jordania,
joining us today.
por estar con nosotros.
Your presence
Decano del
adds
cuerpo diplomático,
depth
su
and dignity
presencia
to this occasion.
ofrece dignidad y
Today's
profundidad a
inauguration
esta ocasión.
is
Esta
not just a
instalación
formal event on
de
a
hoy no
calendar,
es un evento formal
it
que
carries
está en
a
nuestro
deeper
calendario,
meaning,
sino que tiene un
two
significado
nations,
mucho más
two
profundo,
histories,
dos naciones, dos
and two
historias y dos
democracies
democracias
choosing to
que
walk
eligen
closer
trabajar
together,
juntos,
openly,
de manera
respectfully,
abierta, de manera
and shared
respetuosa, y además
sense of
compartir
purpose.
este sentido de aliados, de
Standing
compañeros.
here
Estoy aquí
in the Mexican
en
Parliament,
el Parlamento
I am
mexicano,
reminded
en el Congreso mexicano,
of
y
what these
me
institutions
recuerda,
represents.
lo que representan estas instituciones.
The Chamber of
La
Deputies
Cámara de Diputados
is a living
es
symbol of Mexico's
símbolo viviente
vibrant democratic
de
institutions, a
toda la
tradition
democracia,
shaped
las tradiciones
through decades of political
que hemos visto
reform,
en décadas de reformas
citizen
políticas,
participation,
la
and national
participación
dialogue.
ciudadana y el diálogo
The
nacional.
openness and strength of your democratic institutions continue to inspire many nations navigating their own aspirations for freedom and accountability. I want to formally recognize and thank the Mexican Parliament for its consistent engagement with the international community, especially through a friendship group like this one. These platforms matter. They create space for honest conversation, cooperation, and long-term understanding between nations, and that may be geographically distant yet deeply aligned with values. Bangladesh, too, knows the
también
meaning of
sabe
fighting
el
for
conocimiento
democracy.
de luchar por la
For more than
democracia.
1.5
Desde hace
decades,
más de
my
20
countries
años, nuestros
endured
países
one of
han
the most
soportado uno
suffocating
de los
authoritarian periods
periodos
in
más
its recent
autoritarios y
history.
sofocantes en la
Civil
historia
liberties
reciente.
were restricted, dissent
Todas
was
las
criminalized,
restricciones,
and political leaders were
y
persecuted.
los líderes políticos
Thousands
como son
were imprisoned,
perseguidos. Miles de
tortured,
personas
or forced into
encarceladas,
silence.
torturadas y además son
The
forzadas
entire nation
hasta
lived
el
under
silencio.
fear,
Y la
and
nación
yet
vivía
people
en este
did not
temor,
give up.
y aún así la población no se rindió.
In August this
En
year,
agosto de este
through
año,
extraordinary courage
a través
and
de un valor
unimaginable
extraordinario, un
sacrifice,
sacrificio inimaginable,
Bangladesh reclaimed its democratic
recuperó
space.
y pidió su espacio
Thousands of
democrático.
young students,
Miles de jóvenes
workers,
estudiantes,
children and women,
trabajadores, niños,
journalists, and
mujeres,
ordinary
periodistas
citizens
y
gave their
ciudadanos
lives.
ordinarios dieron sus vidas.
Their memory will guide
Su memoria
Bangladesh
va a guiar
for
a
generations.
Bangladesh en las siguientes
Today,
generaciones,
with
a
the
todas
chapter
las
behind
generaciones.
us,
Hoy,
we
con esta
stand in a
historia
moment of
detrás de nosotros,
renewal.
estamos en un momento
We
de
are preparing for
renovación.
national
Nos
parliamentary
estamos,
election
preparando
in
para
early
la elección
February
nacional
next year.
parlamentaria
Our
en febrero
first
del
election in
26,
many years
nuestra primera elección
under
en
an
muchos años,
administration
bajo
committed to
bajo una
neutrality,
administración
transparency,
comprometida con la
and
neutralidad,
justice.
transparencia y justicia.
At the center of this
En el
transition
centro de
stands
esta
the head of the interim
transición tenemos
government,
al jefe,
Nobel laureate
al
Professor
Nobel
Muhammad
laureado
Yunus.
y al profesor
His moral
Muhammad Yunus.
authority,
Su autoridad
international
moral,
stature,
su estructura
and lifelong
internacional
work for
y
human
su
dignity
cuidado de
have
la
already
dignidad
restored
humana desde
trust
hace años
both within Bangladesh
han destruido
and
y
across the
acabado
globe.
con la falta de confianza,
Our
tanto en
democracy,
Bangladesh como en el
however,
mundo.
did not
Nuestra
begin today.
democracia no está
It has
empezando
deep
hoy,
roots
sino que tiene
that
raíces
deserve
profundas que
recognition.
merecen su
I want to
reconocimiento.
recall the
Yo quiero
dynamic
recordar
and courageous leadership of
el liderazgo
Bangladesh's
dinámico
first
y lleno de
woman
valor
Prime
de la
Minister,
primer
Begum
ministra de
Khaleda
Bangladesh,
Zia,
Begum
who was
Khaleda
restored the
Zia,
parliamentary
quien restauró
form of government
la
in
forma parlamentaria de
1991,
gobierno en 1991.
re-anchoring our political system
Nosotros tenemos,
in
recuperamos un
accountability
sistema
and
político
people's
basado en la
participation.
rendición de cuentas,
I
con
must
la
also honor
participación del
the
pueblo.
legacy
Tengo
of
que
President
honrar
Ziaur
el
Rahman,
legado del
who
presidente
declared our
Ziaur
national
Rahman, que
independence in
declaró la
1971
en
during the Liberation War
1971 durante
and
la Guerra de
later
Liberación y
introduced
posteriormente
multi-party
introdujo
democracy
la democracia
in the
multipartido
last 70s.
a
Their
finales de la década de
contribution
los
shaped the
70.
political
Su
identity of our
contribución
nation
conformó la identidad
and
política de
continue
nuestra
to
nación
guide
y
us.
sigue guiándonos.
This is why today's
Es por eso que
inaugurations
hoy
matter so
esta
much.
instalación es tan
Friendship groups are
importante.
not
Los grupos de
ceremonial.
amistad no son una
They are
ceremonia
engines of
simplemente,
understanding.
sino que son los medios que tenemos
They
para
help
comprendernos,
legislators,
para entendernos.
policymakers,
Tenemos a los
and
legisladores, a
citizens
quienes
see
hacen las
each
leyes
other's
y a los
struggle,
ciudadanos, que
victories,
todos,
and
nos
aspiration
ven
with
como,
with
estamos
fresh
inspirados
clarity.
y cómo
The
tenemos que
Mexico-Bangladesh
trabajar con una
Friendship Group
claridad. Este
can
grupo de
become a
amistad
platform
México-Bangladesh
where our
se
two
puede volver una plataforma
parliaments
donde ambos
exchange
parlamentos
experience
van a intercambiar
on
experiencias
electoral
sobre
reforms,
reformas
human rights
electorales,
cooperation,
derechos humanos,
human rights
cooperación,
protection, gender equality,
participación,
social
protección,
inclusion,
igualdad de
and
género,
anti-poverty
inclusión social,
policies.
y todas las
Both our
políticas
countries
que
have
importan
unique
a los
lessons
países.
to
Son
share.
lecciones únicas que ambos
Just
países
as
pueden
Mexico
compartir.
Congress has been
Igual que el
center
Congreso
of its
mexicano ha
democratic
sido el centro
evolution,
de la evolución
Bangladesh's parliament will soon
el
return
Parlamento de Bangladesh
its rightful
pronto
space, representing the
regresará
people,
a su espacio
not
lleno de
overshadowing them.
derechos, donde se
Looking
representará a la
ahead,
gente. No
I
seremos
see
una
several
sombra.
promising
Aquí
avenues,
veo varias
enhanced
posibilidades
political
prometedoras
dialogue,
y un mejor diálogo
expanded
político
economic growth,
para poder lograr
economic
un
engagement,
crecimiento económico,
wider
una participación
cultural
económica,
and academic
una
exchange,
un mayor intercambio
and shared
cultural y académico,
advocacy for
y poder
democracy and
compartir la
human
defensa
dignity.
de la dignidad
Both
humana y de la
nations
democracia.
understand
Ambas
that
naciones
freedom is
entienden
never
que la
a
libertad
one-time
nunca va a
achievement.
ser un logro de un
It is
solo
a
momento, sino que se
continual,
trata
it is a
de-
continual
sino que se
commitment
trata de un
renewed by the
compromiso
each
continuo,
generation.
renovado por cada generación. bendición.
As I stand here today, I feel a genuine sense of optimism. Mexico has welcomed Bangladesh with arms. Your parliament has shown respect, friendship, and sincerity. For that, I extend my heartfelt thanks.
Mi agradecimiento muy profundo.
To
Desde lo más
Deputy
profundo de mi corazón.
Estrada Dominguez, thank you for your leadership, forming this friendship group, and for your vision in strengthening the relationship between our two nations. To Deputy Garay Loredo, thank you for your support and presence. To Ambassador Robert Lee and Ambassador Adil Qasem Al-Khalidi and Chairman, President of the Foreign Relations Committee, Deputy Pedro Gonzalez, thank you for your kind presence and participation in this memorable event. And the Chair of the Deputies, thank you for recognizing Bangladesh at this historic juncture in our democratic journey. Let this day remember as the moment we expanded not only diplomatic ties but also mutual trust. Bangladesh is rising again, stronger, freer, and more determined than ever. And we are grateful to have Mexico as a partner and a friend. Thank you so much, everyone.
Muchas gracias. Foreign Affairs Committee, Deputy Pedro. Thanks so much, President of this friendship group. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Dear Deputy Francisco Estrada Dominguez, Chair and President of the Friendship Group, Mexico-Bangladesh Friendship Group. Your Excellency, Ambassador Muskantikul Hassan Ansari, Ambassador of Bangladesh to Mexico. I also respectfully salute Mr. Adil Qasem Al-Khalidi, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Jordan. And I also salute the Ambassador Terjón Robert Lee, Dean of the Diplomatic Corps accredited to Mexican representative of Ivory Coast, members of deputies and guests who are with us. It is an honor to attend this protocol event where we will inaugurate the Mexico-Bangladesh Friendship Group, a parliamentarian for development. Mexico and Bangladesh formalized our diplomatic relationships on July the 8th of 1975. It is upon that this year we'll celebrate half a century of friendship. Since then, our relationship has evolved. And it has. Thanks, President of this colleagues. Today we celebrate a meaningful moment for parliamentary diplomacy in our Mexico, the inauguration of this very important Mexico People's Republic of Bangladesh Friendship Group, a space that comes from the vocation to bring our peoples closer, to strengthen diplomatic bridges, and to start new routes towards cooperation, mutual understanding, and the shared development of both sets, an event that is evidence of the commitment of your country to our Mexico to strengthen friendship between our countries. Mexico recognizes in Bangladesh a partner willing to build bridges to promote and to foster. Deputy Alonso.
Muy buenas tardes.
Good afternoon and welcome. Your Excellency, Ambassador of the People's Republic of Bangladesh to Mexico. And I also would like to salute our ambassadors from the Kingdom of Jordan, from Ivory Coast, as well as to all the diplomatic delegation, friends, colleagues, deputies, and diplomatic representatives. It is a huge honor to be here in this inauguration ceremony of Mexico-Bangladesh Friendship group to me as a deputy and as someone original from the state of Jalisco. This employment and development and in 2023 experts reach an important landmark with a 3.4% growth rate with respect to the previous year. On our side, Mexico has evolved in its commercial relationship. We went from exporting intermediate goods together, and we have the responsibility to start this journey. Congratulations. Thanks so much. Thanks, Deputy Alonso. He is invited to this inauguration ceremony. He was not able to attend the meeting, but he is sending this video sent by Reyes Carmona, the President of the Economy Committee at the Senate.
En la Cámara de Diputados en San Lázaro, a mis compañeras y compañeros legisladores, al cuerpo diplomático y a las y los asistentes de la sociedad civil. Particularmente agradezco la invitación de mi querido amigo, el diputado Francisco Estrada Domínguez, diputado federal por el Distrito 4, con cabecera en Guanajuato capital. Muchísimas gracias por tu invitación, presidente. Gracias por considerar. Lamentablemente me fue imposible asistir presencialmente, pero te acompaño a la distancia y sabes que cuentas conmigo en lo absoluto. También quiero aprovechar para saludar y reconocer la visita y el...
And the joint work is going to be the base for a long-lasting strong base between Mexico and the People's Republic of Bangladesh. Congratulations and thanks so much. My deepest, sincere congratulations to representatives of both nations, and with their dedication they have made this activity a reality. Diplomacy, which is an indispensable tool to promote dialogue, cooperation and the understanding among states. The creation and the active functioning of friendship groups, all this represents concrete evidence of this will. As the French thinker Montesquieu says, 1051 on December the 2nd, 2025. Let's give it a round of applause.
Gracias.
In municipality, this is where the ideas of freedom started. And by our deputy Irma Garay.
Muy cerca de aquí de la Ciudad de México. Pero
Thank you. This is our, can you translate it for me? This is our, ceramic, and this design is patent for Bangladesh. Nobody can copy it. Yeah.